I'm actually doing this voiceover after the video edit that's going to come after this set. But you're definitely going to want to strap up for these. These sets can end up going for a long time depending upon the weight that you're using. Just given the nature of the slow eccentrics, and there I almost died. So definitely use your straps because you don't want your forearms to limit the work you're going to get for your, hamstrings in particular, glutes and posterior chain in general. So definitely strap up. But yeah, these are great. They feel fantastic. That slow burn from the slow eccentrics, it almost reminds me of the Arnold phrase in Pumping Iron, where he says it feels like I'm coming all the time. Not quite orgasmic, but it's pretty darn close. So give him a shot. So these are a very high deficit stiff leg deadlift. I like using them as kind of like, usually like they're my third compound movement on the day. So right now on my lower body days, for the most part, it's some sort of squat variation. Right now it's front squats, followed by a pull variation, which right now I'm doing rice deadlifts, which is, it's just wagon wheel sumo deadlifts. And then I'm using these deficit stiff leg deadlifts as kind of my last movement. And the key with them here for me is I really focus on the eccentrics, getting that stretch, getting that feel. Deadlift eccentrics in general, in my opinion, are an underrated part of the movement, especially since so much emphasis, within powerlifting is, adding weight and the concentric part, because that's, the competition part of the movement. And it's easy to get caught up in that for other variations as well. And that's fine if you want to you're striving to get stronger anyway. But this is a case where the focus is training the muscle, not necessarily the movement. So you want to progressively get stronger, but without breaking form and without sacrificing, the intent of what you're doing it for. So I really focus on the slow eccentrics with these, getting that stretch. You can really feel it there deep in your hamstrings. I almost died. I was certainly prepared to drop the bar if I needed to there in the middle of it. But like I said, I like using these at the end of whatever I'm doing that day for my lower body day. The end of my compound movements, I go in to do accessories and stuff after this. And it's something where the movement itself, the stiff leg deadlift, and then the very high deficit, it's going to limit the amount of weight you're going to use. And then the slow eccentrics are also going to limit the amount of weight you're going to use. And this is something, generally speaking, if I'm going to start a wave of them, I will either start with a lower height and or a lower weight, of course, and then work my way up, either height or weight or both. But typically one over the other, I'll do height, and then add weight. Or I'll do weight, and then add height. But that's up to you, whatever way you want to do it. And really, you don't necessarily have to do a ton of reps with it either. When you're with the lighter weights, you will certainly necessitate more reps. But when you get to a more moderate weight, you can get a lot more out of a little by really slowing down those eccentrics. So they feel great as a kind of finisher movement, in my opinion, and my hamstrings are probably bigger than yours. What more do you need? Peace!